Hello everybody, this is Michael McHale's May Call Me, and today I am back with some more Higurashi When They Cry Watanagashi. So, I've accidentally been ignoring this series for a long time, so let's go ahead and start from here, like where I last left off a few weeks ago, and hopefully I remember everything by now. Okay, this is right after I think Keiichi just almost got mugged, but Shion, along with the rest of the town, saved him. So we're now in the restaurant where she works. Okay, let's begin. After cooling off a bit inside the restaurant, little by little, I realized I was still on edge. There were spots here and there on my body that hurt, probably because I'd been so stiff with nervousness. Shion, who had changed into her uniform, brought over 2 glasses of iced coffee. Here you go, iced coffee, on the house. Just bring this coupon with you to the restaurant and it'll be no charge. My patheticness really knew no bounds. But since she went through the trouble, I might as well take her up on the offer. Even though it started out as such a lovely day, I had to get carried away and do that stupid thing. I completely ruined it. But really, you really saved my hide there. I've really come to see you as reliable. Even I was scared, but Kei-chan was in trouble, so I had to be brave and do my best. That was not the way I intended that to look. Never wink to the camera again. While a little embarrassed by what she just said, Shion made a show of folding her arms boldly. Shion, really, thank you. I was thanking Shion, but I really wanted to thank Mion. Mion, really, thank you. Now, cheer up a little bit. If you feel in debt, then when you have the chance, you should help somebody in need. Like, for example, if I'm ever in trouble, please come and save me. Save me from the dark! Oh, that's a little bit of a spoiler. Not a big one, but kind of a spoiler by what I just did there. Just don't look into it, guys. For now. Yeah, of course. It's a promise. You absolutely have to. Taking advantage of my word, she seemed happy about my promise. So if I'm ever in trouble, Kei-chan will come and save me. I hope trouble comes soon. You finally smiled. She said as she smiled herself, poking me in the cheek. A downtrodden Kei-chan is as good as an imposter. Come on, smile, smile. That tickles. Thanks to Shion's meddling, I finally cheered up a little. All the muscles in my body had stiffened because of the incident. All the muscles in my body that had stiffened because of the incident had finally begun to relax a little. When you're in a better mood, don't you get a little hungry? I'm kind of hungry, so I want to eat some pancakes or something. Do you want some too, Kei-chan? I wanted to show a little restraint, but restraint really wasn't my thing. That's why I replied without any. They're good, right? I'm pretty picky when it comes to pancakes. Oh, that was Keiichi. Don't worry, our pancakes have a pretty good reputation. Shion ordered some pancakes from a nearby waitress. An employee ordering from another employee. Kinda seems weird. Hey, speaking of that, wasn't Shion in the middle of a shift? She's just been slacking off while talking to me. I told my uncle that you saved me when I was surrounded by hoodlums, so he's rewarding you, Star. So I have the manager's permission. That's exactly of what happened. Is that alright? It's perfectly fine. By the time the pancakes arrived, we had entered into a relaxed conversation. Aww. As the two of us ate pancakes, we livened. Oh, okay. I thought the music got dark for all of a sudden. No, the music got more cheerful. Okay. As the two of us ate pancakes, we livened up the mood with some chit-chat. About what was on TV, celebrities, that kind of thing. Hobbies, food, really nothing more than idle chit-chat. Flirting. Talking together like this, I'd once began conscious with Shion being a girl. Hey now, that's funny talk, Keiichi Maibara. Shion and Mion are the same person. If there was anything different between them, it was only whether or not Mion admitted she was Mion. But given that, how come our conversation was this different? Kei-chan, you don't think my sister is a girl, do you? That's not true. Sure, guy, I punched the living daylights out of her. I think the reason you guys get along so well is because you have that kind of platonic relationship. That's pretty rare and an invariable thing to have, don't you think? I don't get what you're saying, but it really would be a waste to treat her like a girl. Hey, Kei-chan, that's sexist! Well, kind of. Hearing the word sexist was cause for introspection. What was I produced against Mion and Shion for? Wow. I think I pronounced that wrong. Prejudiced? No, prejudice? Prejudice? I'm sorry guys, I'm not good at pronunciation. Mion was Mion. She was the best friend a guy could have, no reservations, and head and shoulders above me when it came to club activities. If I had met her 5 years earlier, my life would have probably been a lot more fun. Of this, I had no doubt. Then what about Shion? She was Mion's little sister, and it hadn't even been 3 days since we met. Her relationship was much more distant than as the only thing we had in common Her relationship was much more distant as the only thread we had in common was that I knew her sister. And for Shion, it was the same. I was somebody she met 3 days ago only because I was a friend of her sister's. The difference between Mion and Shion? Friendliness? Familiarity? Playing around with those unclear thoughts for a while, I stopped listening to Shion. Hypothetically, okay? Are you listening? Sorry. Yeah, I'm listening. This is a hypothetical question, okay? Both me and my sister are in trouble, okay? We're dangling off the side of a cliff. Which one of us do you save? You could only save one. She wasn't saying it to tease me, but have a playful tone behind her voice. That's not a nice question. I want to save you both, but I can't do that, right? Right. You can only save either Shion or Mion. Who do you save? If it were Mion, I don't think she'd be in that situation in the first place, as if it's something she could easily get out of herself. But what about the normal, frail Shion? I guess I'd have no choice. It's not my sister, right? If Mion and Shion were different people, I suppose it would come to that. I couldn't confirm or deny it. She would have been smiling, but her gaze was locked firmly to mine. In other words, that's it, isn't it? My sister is... Huh. Sorry, I messed up what I was trying to say. She was trying to talk in a lighthearted manner, but I felt like there was something more behind her words. Ooh. Oh, I kinda just realized something. I had to wait a long time to say my realization. I'll probably forget by then. Let's keep on reading. I'm not gonna discuss spoilers right now. Was Mion trying to tell me something through Shion? Not being able to put a finger on exactly what it was vexing. Shion, to hide her embarrassment, turned the conversation around. More importantly, just now, were you surprised when everybody kept on showing up? Of course I was! If it were Ren or Sadako, that would have been one thing. But for all those people, young and old together, they were all from Hinamizawa, right? Yeah, that's right. Everybody in Hinamizawa is pretty close-knit. An enemy of one is the enemy of all. Nobody's gonna look on from the sidelines. They're pretty reliable group of residents. If somebody's being picked on, then everybody unites to get rid of the bully? Kinda sounds like the Mafia or the Yakuza's brand of unity. You shouldn't say something like that. It's something you should be thankful for. You were saved by that unity, weren't you? Never forget to show your appreciation. I half-heartedly agreed. I knew full well I should be appreciative. Though, it is kind of creepy. Not in the creepy in the sense of spooky creepy or cult creepy. It's just a little bit unsettling to see all these people, all with one connection of being in the same town, forming together to protect one of their other townmates. Might be creepy to an outsider. Now, if I was a part of a small town community, I would get it more, but I'm not from a small town. The town I live in is pretty big. Though, if we didn't have a university in my town, the town would probably be a lot more smaller. Everybody really is close-knit, aren't they? Maybe it's because of tradition? Himizara has been in danger of becoming a ghost town on several occasions. There's been a history of the villagers uniting together each time the fight for the village's continued existence. For example, Kei-chan, do you know about the Himizara Dam Project? Himizara Dam Project? Ooh, it's time to get dark here. Let's see. I feel like I heard somebody talk about it before. About 10 years ago, there was a sudden proposal to build a dam here, which would have submerged Himizara underwater. Oh, that story. I think I heard my dad talk about that. But I'm pretty sure that plan was cancelled, right? We made them cancel it. Everybody banded together, so that was a well-earned victory. That sounded pretty much like the story I heard. The protests intensified to the point where it was featured in the newspapers and magazines. As a result, the plan was suspended. The whole story with the dam apparently started before I was born. At first, the proposal was made for only exploratory purposes or a small dam to control erosion. But then the cat was left out of the bag. If it were completed, it would have been the biggest dam in Japan. Not just Himizara, but several villages upstream would have been submerged as well. The process immediately began. Petitions to cancel and relocate the project were drafted and submitted to the Diet. They even went so far as to get the Ministry of Construction in Tokyo to hand over the direct appeal to the minister. The previous landowner sued the government, saying that there was inconsistencies in the purchase agreement and the transaction to be nullified. Owners of the yet unacquired land split, their properties increasing the number of landowners in order to stifle the project. It was all very precious and land acquisition was still about money. And eventually they started relying on eminent domain in order to seize land. It started at that point. The riot police began to get violent. Riot police? You mean the police? Why would they act violent? They punched. They kicked. There was a time where I was hit. Right around here, I think. My skin split open and a whole lot of blood spilled out. Saying that, Beyond indicated her temple by poking at. Ooh! Ooh, that's a very dangerous place to get hit. What happened to the police? Filing a complaint against the riot police for police brutality would seem kind of strange for some reason. Naturally, they wouldn't pay heed to something like that. You wouldn't be able to establish proof on who exactly hit you, and they could not justify their actions by saying that you were interfering with police duties. My nana went off like a firework. After that, it was amazing, like a full-scale war. We weren't just going to sit by and idly file complaints. We went on the offensive. First, I'm going to read in my normal voice, because speaking has been on for a long time, you could probably destroy my voice. First, in order to call attention to the government, they filed a temporary injunction in courts. Then, in order to gain public support, they called in prominent scientists to state that Himizara was a valuable nature preserve. They pressured the prefectural and municipal assemblies, saying that the professional government ignored his constituents when he approved the project and demanded his resignation. They completely and thoroughly denounced him. Naturally, in Himizara, a ferocious conflict worthy of being called the Dam War began. Damn, that's one hell of a name. In order to suppress the police's brutality, they coordinated with the network channels that exposed the violence of the riot squad members to the public. On top of that, they put together a special expose themed around the government repressing the citizens and aired it nationally. It worked wonders. Following that, the SWAT teams had their hands cuffed. Day after day, the petitions and demonstrations continued. Propaganda was used to help garner support. The circle of support gradually expanded outwards from Himizara. Either that bore fruit, or the government finally decided against it. It was announced that the dam project was indefinitely suspended just a few years ago. And we're excluding the part where we killed a bunch of people. We did everything we could. The entire village band together and fought. At that time, we were desperate, but now that it's over, it's actually become a pretty good memory. Pretty good, yeah. The villagers' feeling of solidarity and unity has still not faded, Shion said as she focused off into the distance. I felt those eyes weren't filled with anguish, but rather a sense of pride. That kind of solidarity is pretty nice. You don't see it too often. Bringing the generation gap and unify a region. I think so too. The dam project was trial and I think it was just the fact we were able to overcome it was huge. Oh! Okay, I switched around the lines with Shion and Mion. But yeah, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. That doesn't happen a lot of times nowadays, but that sounds pretty cool. The fear I was feeling until now has just gradually began to fade. When people began to show up one after another while I was engaged with those thugs, I thought it was frightening. But now, I felt from the bottom of my heart that I had been rude. The villagers prepared to defend their own homeland to death. The sense of solidarity that fostered. It might seem imprudent to say this, but I was a little jealous. If I had been in Himizawa when the protest against the dam was going on, I would have been able to share that sense of solidarity. There's pretty good messages going around here, guys. I'm not going to call them out because, well, that'll take too much time to call them out, but you can probably find them yourselves. Because, you know, it's pretty flat out there. The messages of unity and coolness are going around and pride and all that. So, yeah, you guys could probably make your own themes for the Himizawa story, excluding the whole, murdering part. As revealed in the Okinakushi arc, some people were killed due to this dam project. Let's see what happens next. Kei-chan, you weren't here at the time, so I don't think you fully feel the solidarity in the village. Everyone shares it, thoroughly. Even with somebody who just moved here like you, Kei-chan. She could have been more right. Some people got together to help me when I just moved here, even though there were strangers whose names I didn't even know. A hot feeling began welling up inside of me. When I lived in the city, I didn't even know my own neighbors. I thought that was just natural. But here, that was an absurd and pathetic thing. Even though I thought them strangers, all the other villagers viewed me as a comrade. Happiness and warmth. I was acutely aware of those feelings as they gradually welled up inside of me. Sonozaki-san. The manager wants you to work the floor. A more senior waitress waved her hand and called out to Shion. It seemed like it was time to work. Ah, okay, I'm coming. Sorry, looks like I have to go to work now. It's fine. Thanks for hanging out with me. It was fun. Oh, are you going home? Yeah. My mom gets fussy if I'm not home by dinner time. It seemed like Shion wanted to say something, but she swallowed her words. Like we hadn't talked enough. That kind of feeling. Looking at that expression, I regretted saying something that had disappointed me on like that. I was about to say I could stay for a little bit longer when Shion got up from her seat. Here, if you use the coupon, you should cover the pancakes as well. Saying that, she showed me a coupon booklet. As she tore out a few sheets and handed them to me. Convenient, isn't it? It's a perk I got on top of my salary. It's okay. I can pay for the pancakes myself. Hey, being reserve doesn't fit you, Kei-chan. If I were my sister, you would have gladly let me pay for it. She said as she laughed, gently stopped me from opening my wallet. Being told was so... Gotta clear out my throat for a second. Being told so with such an encouraging smile really resounded with me. Sonozaki-san, sorry, could you take care of the register? Ah, yes, right away. Later, today was fun. Saying that, she smiled one more time at me. Oh, Mion, thanks a lot for today. I owe you one. If you really think that, then return the favor. I'm looking forward to it. After I said it, I realized I had mistakenly called her Mion. I don't know if she realized it or not. Ooh. Mistake. Big mistake. Yeah. Okay, now we're back home. And it's nighttime. Lazing around and watching television after dinner was part of my daily routine. It might seem like it was a waste at first glance, but you could say it was an important time when I was able to accrue knowledge from everything from politics to economics and to various trivia. After dinner was value time well spent while the brain was at its most supplied with nutrients. You idiot! It's obvious that the Tokyo Tower is taller. Ah! Today I tested my knowledge in trivia by watching my weekly quiz show. Oh, he's watching a quiz show. Okay. Sitting in front of the television, I was able to get a lot of answers right. But if I were actually up on stage, I'd probably fail miserably. Keiichi! Phone call from Sonozaki-san! Okay. Sonozaki? That's Mion! It was a little late for her to be calling. I had a bad feeling about this. Keep that in mind. I had a hunch it was something to do with club activities. She's probably going to inform me about what we were doing tomorrow. This was Mion we were talking about. She might even go as far as saying we're doing club activities right now, so hurry up and come over. By the way, it was 8 p.m. Hello? No way we're having a club battle right now. Huh? That's not it. I mean, it was Mion, but it was a very un-Mion-like way of talking. Huh? Could it be? Sorry. Could it be you're not Mion, but Shion? That's right. Good evening. I'm sorry for calling so late. For Mion, this would have been an ill-fittedly polite way of talking. But since it was Shion, it was natural. Even though they were both the same person, with a dry smile, I enjoyed that mysterious feeling. No, it's fine. What's up? Kei-chan, do you like sweets, like cakes or dessert? There was no way I hated them. I'm a unabashed glutton. That's great. Actually, there's a new dessert contest this summer. Looks like they have a new dessert menu every season. So we're hiring taste testers for potential desserts? The desserts at Ancient Work have a good reputation. It's pretty difficult to get accepted as a taste tester. I'll get right to the point. Ta-da, star. You say ta-da, but I can't see it over the phone. Still, could it be? That's right. I have a taste testing ticket right here. That's a tongue twister. If you don't mind sweet, how about it? When you say how about it, you basically mean, with that ticket, I could eat all the desserts I want? They say to be beware of honeypots, but this was sweeter than a pot of honey. All you could eat free desserts? No way! If you're okay with that, I'll register you as a taste tester. When you come to the restaurant tomorrow, just give the person in charge your name. Then everything will work out. You say everything will work out, you mean all you can eat. For free? Yes, it's free. There's quite a bit, so I recommend you come hungry. This was such a delectable opportunity, it was almost scary. This was really Shion, right? It wasn't me posing as Shion in order to bait me into a trap, was it? What am I saying? They're the same person. Yeah, I know exactly what you're thinking. Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're thinking, Kei-chan. You're thinking this is too good to be true, right? I mean, I would never. I heard it from my sister, but you're really somebody who can't tell a lie. I'm not averse to somebody like that. Shion laughed with a voice that sounded a lot like how Mion would laugh. It's not like I was intending on it, but it just so happens that my shift ends early tomorrow. If it's not a bother, I thought maybe we could spend a little time together after I'm done. Ooh. Your shift ends early tomorrow? Yeah. So while you take your time eating dessert, I'll finish up. Well, I didn't have plans or anyway. I don't mind hanging out with you for a little bit. It's not like we have to go anywhere. I was thinking we could cool off in the evening and take a walk. There was no reason for me to refuse. Out of courtesy, I might as well take her up on her offer. By the way, Kei-chan, you and I have been meeting up every day, haven't we? Now that you say it, I guess we have. Since you said okay, we have an excuse to meet again tomorrow. Hold up, I gotta do something important real quick. Oh no, I can't move that. No, I need to move. I need to do something real quick. Sorry guys, this part of the video will probably be most likely cut. There you go. There you go. Okay, we're back. Huh? What was Mion saying? Kei-chan, your voice is cracked. What's the matter? It wasn't a video phone, but you could tell I was beat red. Well, then you should definitely come tomorrow. Definitely come tomorrow. I'll take my leave here. Good night. Good night? Oh my god. Good night. Oh my god. And now I'm looking at myself through the webcam because I can see myself filming. Oh my god, this episode quickly fell apart. Oh, how long is this chapter? Why did this fall apart all of a sudden? I was doing so good for the first 25 minutes. Now it falls apart. Okay, let's continue on reading. I'm sorry, guys. I'm stupid. Shion, finished with that, she called to... Oh, to finish it with what she had to call... Oh, wow, it's really falling apart. Shion, finished with what she had called to say, entered the conversation without any chit-chat. When I returned to the living room after hanging up the phone, the TV was already off and my mom was sleeping in the rocking chair. Not feeling like turning the TV back on, I went upstairs and returned to my room. I've only been receiving favors from Shion, haven't I? She brought me a bento and saved me when I got involved with those thugs. She was supposed to be a different person, so I could thank Neon at school. Come to think of it, she'd probably just say she'll pass it on to her sister. I have to thank Shion directly. Tomorrow, I have to repay her somehow. Give her a kiss. No. Cut what I said. No. You could do a lot more than that. A lot different things that are not romantic, like platonic friendship things. Like, she's kind of been like to you, though it's kind of easily... You could easily tell that, well, Shion might like... Shion might like his Keiichi. I almost said Shion likes Shion. Ooh, okay, let's not get into incest here, but, you can see that Shion has some connection to Keiichi, but let's see if that connection goes any further. Alright, let's see the tips. What's the tips? Oh, okay, details of Delinquent 3. Ooh, let's see. Okay, let's read about delinquents. That sounds cool. Just why are you arresting us? Bullshit. Let it go on me. Kuma-chan, you gotta go with their arms now. Here, please, sit down. The three people rubbed their arms painfully. Kumatani-kun and the others must have been squeezing them pretty tightly. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna arrest you or anything. Kuma-san, go get me something cold from the fridge, please. Would you like your barley with foam or with not? They plunked down on the reception sofa, and despite not yelling anymore, they still had dangerous expressions. What'd I give to be young again? I'll drink it even if you don't, you know. Excuse me from helping myself. Beer is the best when you drink it on the job. Well then! As he downed the beer with glee, the three people exchanged glances that finally reached out for their cans. They hadn't stopped being cautious. It was more like they didn't see a reason to refuse. They each opened their cans and began to drink the contents. Where do you guys come from? You're not from around here. Okay, I could have read that better. Where do you guys come from? You're not around here, huh? Okay, no, I should not be trying to read that again. I should probably keep on going before I mess up more. I'm so awkward. They look at each other again, suspicious of whether they should tell him. Are you all college students? Friends on a trip? You're probably traveling on bikes or something. Sounds like fun I wish I was having. You don't live close by, do you? Where do you come from? Osaka, perhaps? What's the matter to you? Now. There's no use trying to intimidate me. You would have been in a lot of trouble if I left you here, right? You all would have been in a lot of trouble if I left you there, right? They seemed to recall the thrilling event from earlier. While they could understand getting surrounded by students, or a gang, or something along those lines, they would never have been surrounded by locals, both young and old, both men and women before. It was easy to imagine how scared they must have been. If you were from here, the people in Himeizawa wouldn't have done anything to you, no matter what you have done wrong. You're all special. Not in the sense of parents not wanting to get involved with their children's fights. If one person gets bullied, the village will come out in full force. That's not just an idle threat, you know. They couldn't argue against that. They themselves had been surrounded. They'd seen with their own eyes. There was no doubt about it. Around these parts. If the people of Himizawa give you a glare like that, you'll simply be demoned away and no one will hear from you again. You'll suddenly disappear without a trace. Do you all have families that would get the police to search you? Oh, would get the police to search for you if you all went missing? If not, then that's bad. You'll vanish and that'll be the end of it. Even then, we got there soon enough that nothing could have happened. If we'd been late, things could have taken a turn for the worse. If they'd been forced into an alleyway, these young men wouldn't be sitting on this couch right now. They might be lying on an autopsy table. Well, probably not. Anyway, perhaps they'd been a little more cooperative if we found them as corpses. How did you all get to Okemiya? By train? By bike? Bike. That's not good. They're still parked there, aren't they? If you go waltzing to get them back, they really might gang up on you. Hell's that? They'll take them all. Calm down. Calm down. Why are young people these days so quick with shouting? You don't want any more trouble, right? Tell me the bike license plate numbers. I'll bring them here for you. Kuma-san, please borrow the loaner truck we use for traffic disasters. Got it. It's fine. We'll get them ourselves. Do you really want to get surrounded again? The police might not be fast enough to save you this time. It's fine, isn't it? If we're surrounded, they're gonna get knocked down. Hey, you three. You're drinking the barley with foam, right? Try turning your engines on. I'll arrest you right on the spot for drunk driving. That's fucking naughty. Your taxi will be in good use. Oh, your taxi will... Oh, I didn't process that line until now. Your tax dollars will be put into good use in bringing all your bikes back here. Oh my god. Quit complaining and tell me the goddamn license plate numbers, you pieces of shit. The three were hesitant to tell him the numbers. They were mumbling something along the lines of not remembering them since they just bought the bikes. Well, that's what I thought. Kuma-san, go with the truck and bring the bikes back. Get the tough-looking red Yamada, the one with the broken right tail light, and the white one that had the parking tape stuck to the seat. It's those ones. They belong to you, right? They didn't answer. Those might be the right ones. Those must be. Oishi-san, the truck is here, so I'll get going. Yes, please do. Wait, Kuma-san, hold on. One more thing. What's up? Look up numbers. You don't want to bring the wrong ones back. The three people's faces changed color. They made themselves very easy to understand. Let's take it easy from here until you get your bikes back. There's more beer, you know. We had some snacks, too. Wanna watch TV? There's probably nothing on, though. No, thanks. We're leaving. We don't want to hang here forever. Suddenly, there were 5 or 6 huge officers surrounding them. Their clearly powering stares nailed them to the sofa. What? What did we do? Going on a trip by stealing motorcycles? Huh. Students these days have too much time on their hands. And there goes them. Honestly, they probably have a better fate with the police than the fate they would have had if they were left with the Himizawa citizens, because they would have definitely died. Because the people in Himizawa, they're crazy. Well, if you guys like this episode, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you all in the next video. I'll see you all next time. And if you like this series, tell me. I like feedback, so yeah. Well, leave a like, guys, leave a comment, and I'll see you all in the next video. Okay.